Mandela's former head of security says, "Thank God Donald Trump survived near assassination. Thank God he wasn't killed." This is how one of Nelson Mandela's former head of security expressed relief that the assassination attempt on Donald Trump was not successful, noting that the US was on edge and violence would have followed. Trump survived an assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday when a shooter fired at him during an election rally. It appeared the bullet grazed his ear. The FBI identified the shooter, who was taken down by the U.S. Secret Service, as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks from Pennsylvania. Rory Steyn, who served as the Gauteng head of the VIP protection unit protecting Madiba between 1994 and 1999, said there would have been violence if Trump had been killed. The former lieutenant colonel in the South Africa Police Service now runs the NSA global security consultant firm, who were recently contracted to head up security of the United States leg of the T20 Cricket World Cup in June. "My first reaction was, wow, it happened. Thank God he wasn't killed," he said, speaking on Talk Radio 702 on Monday afternoon. Steyn said when he was in the US, he felt like the country was on edge and the assassination of Trump would have likely tipped the scales over the edge. Had it been successful, it could have led to more deaths, violence, and destruction of property because the country is seriously on a knife edge, he said. Assessing the situation from a security lens, he said it was tough to judge on 2-minute video clips that were being circulated on social media. He said it was best to wait for the investigation and that it was too early to judge at this stage who was or was not at fault for the shooting. He said he had great respect for the U.S. Secret Service since their first assignment together during Mandela's presidential inauguration in 1994. They are so thorough, the number of times they read the routes and create alternative routes, and they had hundreds of eyes and ears on the ground. But you understand that because they have lost 3 presidents who have been assassinated before, he said. 4 U.S. presidents have in fact been assassinated. They are Abraham Lincoln, James Garfield, William McKinley, and John F. Kennedy. They were assassinated in 1865, 1881, 1901, and 1963 respectively. So they do have a bit of reputation of coming to cities and turning them to mini Washington DCs when their presidents are there. But having said that, there is no doubt they are highly professional and highly capable outfit. One of the basic principles of protecting territory is you must dominate the higher ground so your counter-spinner teams think like spinners and they get into that position, said Steyn. Steyn referenced an eyewitness video of a man who said they alerted the police of someone on the roof with a rifle. He said he believed the eyewitness account was credible, but he still believed the saga needed to be investigated thoroughly. Steyn said it was likely someone made a mistake, but he was waiting for the investigation to commence and conclude. It's such a mistake to judge an entire incident on a 2-minute clip on your smartphone. That's why I say, let us just be patient and let people do their work. Obviously, we do not want cover-ups, we want the truth, and we need to understand if there were mistakes made, what will we learn from them, he said. Where was Melania during Donald Trump's assassination attempt? Melania Trump has hardly been on the campaign trail this year of her controversial husband, ex-President Donald Trump, and she was nowhere to be seen yesterday after his attempted assassination in Pennsylvania. The elusive former First Lady has been absent for primary victory celebration as well as her husband's hush money trial in New York. Following her conspicuous absence from pivotal events in her husband's presidential bid, the former First Lady has become the center of media speculation. Her minimal public appearances this year have fueled curiosity about her role in Donald Trump's 2024 campaign. Earlier in the year, Melania missed key events such as the campaign kickoff in Iowa and Super Tuesday victory party. Mr. Trump told Megyn Kelly of her podcast in September that Mrs. Trump doesn't need to be out there. Around the time of the Iowa caucuses, her absence inspired Trump detractors to post Melania missing posters. The posters included a photo of Miss Trump on her caption, "Have you seen this woman? Where is our First Lady? Why is Donald Trump hiding her? We miss her. Please call 561-832-2600 if found." We all recall the day the former president eventually left office after his public denials of election fraud when she stepped out of the Air Force One plane in Florida for the last time, wearing a brightly colored dress, and walked to a waiting car in the cavalcade, leaving Donald Trump alone in front of the cameras at Palm Beach Airport. Trump himself paused to wave at photographers, but his wife continued walking until she was off screen, leaving her husband alone. Her relief of being out of the White House and the public eye was tangible to everyone. The former First Lady released a statement offering her condolences to yesterday's victims, condemning the attack and encouraging people to look beyond political lines. "I realized my life and Barron's life was on the brink of devastating change. I'm grateful to the brave Secret Service agents and law enforcement officials who risked their own lives to protect my husband." Melania Trump posted the following statement on X. "I'm thinking of you now, my fellow Americans. We have always been a unique union. America, the fabric of our gentle nation, is tattered, but our courage and common sense must ascend and bring us back together as one. Let us not forget that differing opinions, policy, and political games are inferior to love. Our personal, structural, and life commitments until death is at serious risk. Political concepts are simple when compared to us human beings. We're all humans, and fundamentally, instinctively, we want to help one another. American politics are only one vehicle that can uplift our communities. Love, compassion, kindness, and empathy are necessities. One can only imagine the public humiliation that this dignified woman has had to endure over the past few years, including his alleged affair with Stormy Daniels and numerous sexual harassment allegations. The reality that she now has to face is that, despite all of the revelations about her husband's infidelities and dodgy business deals, the assassination attempt may be exactly what Trump needed to win the next presidential election, and she may once again be forced to step into the role of First Lady, which she is clearly not comfortable with. And that's it from Injibs Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.